Let's talk about what to do when this number and this number are just too high. It's unreasonable. You don't feel comfortable sending it to a prospect. And it's usually inflated keywords anyways. It's probably coming from a lot of keywords that have absolutely no relevance to the business. So we want to try and get this down, because to go from losing traffic to gaining 14,000% increase is almost unfathomable. For the first thing we want to do is click this auto apply target positions. Essentially what this does is it will exclude any keywords with above position 20 that are kind of unreachable. Now, if you've already done that, which we already have, the next thing that we want to do is just make sure that the table is filtered by volume, because what you can see is sometimes it will pick up a target position for a massive keyword, like here position 5, for something like Way Station. So this is for a law firm, right? Something like Way Station, any of other brand name keywords like that some of these competitor websites might be ranking for, right? We can just go ahead and select them out of here. So even when I do that, you'll notice what happens up here. You can see that that just went down by 5,000%. So you want to keep chipping away here at all of the keywords here that have a high volume but have absolutely no relevance to the business. So we just go through, do Way Stations again. There's just more of these. Now something like this, right? So this would be a good keyword to potentially do a blog post around, right? So, you know, I think that this one is actually feasible, even though it's a good size keyword. We might want to leave this one in here, but right, because this could also be a good example of something that we'd want to then push into a content marketing campaign, and getting to rank, you know, in position 10 is not unreasonable at all. So we could leave it in here if you want to keep the number higher and, you know, take a more content focused approach. Or if you're saying, you know what, we're actually going to focus more on bottom funnel keywords, especially for this analysis. So we're going to go ahead and remove that because it doesn't really have any relevance to what we would do for the campaign. Same thing here with like premises liability, car accident settlement, truck Way Station, you know, the list kind of goes on. So now I'm going to come back up here and go ahead and exclude these ones here as well. And we'll see it went down a little bit more. So another thing that we can do is we come up here to advanced filter. We go to target position. We go to is not equal to exclude. So what this will do is this will now filter through all the keywords that are not excluded. So again, now we can just keep going through and say, okay, a lot of these actually, if we just do, oh, that's 362, that's too many. But if we just go through and just, again, just really filter this stuff out for anything that we don't think that we'd be attacking, right? This is another way that we can then again come in here and go to exclude, just exclude them out. And we'll see this number just continuously going down. Now, another thing that we could do is we could come in here and, you know, really look for target keywords. So if we say like they have an office in Glendale, right? Let's come in here. Let's search for Glendale. And then let's also remove that. So now we can also hyper focus on the ones that we definitely want to make sure that are included in this analysis. Because as we run the prospect through, we want to show them the keywords that are making up this number. So we're getting buy-in from them about the actual demand for that search. So that's a few ways that you can go through and filter out. Another thing too is looking for brand names that might be in here. So here's an example here of how these ones pulled in. Now these are not huge volume keywords, but you can see how they punched up here. So we just want to make sure again that these are all excluded. So these are a number of ways. We'll also link to a blog post underneath this that will show you a full checklist of ways that you can go through and reduce this number here, but that's just one way to get started.